So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am finally checking out my Empress Echosystem. First off, I've changed the setup a little bit. I've got some lights, so hopefully from now on the videos are going to look a lot better and a bit more consistent. So yeah, new lights, new setup. But Empress Echosystem, this thing is a delay monster. Yeah, there's over 36 delay algorithms in here, delay engines, whatever you want to call them. You can have any two on at the same time using the dual engine system thing that this thing's got going on. You got everything from your digital, your tape and your analog, all the way to some really non-traditional stuff like lo-fi and then Whisky modes and ambient stuff. It's really, you can get any sort of delay tone from here that you want. It might look a bit daunting to look at, but realistically, you know, what you see is what you get, really. There are some hidden menus, but they're really for the kind of setup of the pedal. There's no hidden menus to get different sounds. So that's really one thing that I like about this pedal against its competitors. Analog dry signal path, which is really great. So your dry signal doesn't get changed going through this pedal unless you're in a mode that, you know, changes the dry signal path. There's a couple of settings, like one of the lo-fi settings that changes your dry signal path, which is really cool. So it can change when it wants, if you know what I mean. But most of the time, it's an analog dry through. What else? There's an SD card in the back, so it's updatable. They're always bringing out updates, new delay engines, fixing things that people might have noticed that have gone wrong. It's basically a never-ending pedal. They're always going to be bringing stuff out. Yeah, my favourite thing about this pedal is actually probably the simplest thing. I really love the tape and analog settings on this pedal. I think they're just really the best tape and analog settings I've heard from a digital delay pedal. Even better than tape and analog pedals in some cases. So yeah, and that's mainly what I use all the time. So this is great. The thing that blew me away straight away before I'd even plugged it in is the size of this thing. You know, I'm used to a TC Electronic Flashback ×4, which is about 3 times the size of this. Yeah, you can fit this on any pedal board and it'll do any delay you want. Price wise, it's in the same sort of category as your Strymon Timeline and your Eventide stuff. and it really holds up against those guys. Similar sort of layout to their reverb pedal, the Empress Reverb. So you've got 3 buttons along the top, your mode selector here, and then 7 or 8 knobs here that control the different parameters. You have about 35 presets, I believe, that you can scroll through using the buttons, and which is actually, I was a bit worried about that when I was looking at getting this pedal, that it seemed a bit clunky. When you see people do it on the internet and stuff, the way you scroll through the presets seemed a bit clunky, but actually it's really natural. And there's 2 ways of scrolling through presets. You can have it so there's 1 preset per bank, or you can have it so there's 2 presets per bank, which I guess is more set up like your Strymon timeline sort of thing. So as you probably guessed, this video is going to be a bit longer than some of the usual ones because there's so much to cover. I'm not going to cover every single delay engine in it because the video would be about 2 hours long, but what I am going to do is I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what the controls do, and then I'm going to run through maybe 10 presets, some that I've created and some factory ones as well, that I really like, and I think this is, some inspiring sounds. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is the Empress Echosystem. Please go check out some more videos and maybe subscribe if you like what you see. So yeah, enjoy the video. Cheers. So I figured the first thing to do was to give a quick rundown of the controls. First of all, I'm playing my Ernie Ball Cutlass Music Man into the Victory. Clean sound is like this. And then let's just jump right in. Bypass button down bottom right. So yeah, that's just a simple tape. To change the mode, we just go through here, this knob here, and as you can see, it changes colour, and that's just the different modes per section, if you get what I mean, per category. So let's go up to, for now, let's just use a simple digital delay to start off with. Okay, let's change it so we can tap as well. So that's a digital delay with everything at 12. So first of all, we have the delay time and ratio. So this is where we pick either the delay time or what subdivision we want. So at the moment we're just on quarter notes, and then if we go to there, we've got dotted eighth. So let's tap in a time. So as you can hear, it's easy tap. We can also change that, so that's just a simple delay time knob. So all the way is fast. It's pretty much, you can't really hear the difference. And then all the way up. Alright, let's leave that in the middle for now. And then mix, it goes from dry with no delay all the way. Most of the algorithms go all the way 100% wet, which is really useful. So as you can hear, the dry signal is cut out, and most of the algorithms do that. Let's put it back in the middle for now. Next is the output. This basically just changes the level of the whole signal, so you can cut or boost, and unity is at 12, which is useful. Yes, that's useful because when you're doing some of the dual engines, some of them are a bit louder than others. But yeah, and you can also use it as a clean boost if you want to do that. Next we have the feedback. So we get, hold on. You get 1 repeat all the way to pretty much self-oscillation, infinite repeats. So yeah, you can also get that effect from holding down the tap button. I'll show you. You do So that's a really cool feature. On any of the modes, you hold the tap button and it will go into infinite repeats as long as you hold the tap button. Next we have tone, so this just affects the tone of the repeats, so you can go dark or you can go bright. I really like having dark repeats. I think that's really sits in mixes really nice. Yeah, then we have thing 1 and thing 2. Now these do different things in each algorithm. So here they're doing modulation, depth and rate, but they do anything from saturation to octaves, pitch levels, but most of the time they're doing modulation stuff. So let's just put them both up max and you can hear. So yeah, let's put them back at 12. So everything at 12. There's a shift button, and that you hold that and press any of the other buttons and it does something else basically. But once you get your head around it, it's really easy to use. Your scroll button, scroll through presets, so you can see these lights are flashing, and that's one preset bank, and then it changes colour and so on and so forth. You got 35 of those, and to go backwards you just press both. Yeah, and then obviously bypass. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, let's go through the delay engine. So here we have, let's go through one I've made already. Here's one I made earlier. Okay, so here we have two, and as you can, two delays on at the same time. So what all you do is you press the engines button until you want it either in single, parallel, serial, or left and right stereo. I'm running in mono at the moment, so let's go with parallel. And here we have a digital delay with an ambient style delay. So as you can hear there, you have the kind of digital delay coming up first, and then the ambient kind of swells in after that. Really, this pedal is really great for building soundscapes, and it can basically replace your reverb pedal as well, using some of the delay and reverb settings. So yeah, I think now what we'll do is I'll go through some of my own presets and some of the factory presets.